Welcome to Subbuteo, where we pull up a stool, flick the kick and dissect the beautiful game. One tabletop and one craft beer at a time. So grab a glass and pull your figures into position. It is time for flick off.
Excellent. Let's time it. Hi Adrian, how you doing?
Hi Beth.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Cool. So today we are discussing what if Australia hosted the World Cup. So big topic.
Oh my god, that is a big topic.
So a bit of fun as well on the football side and a bit of seriousness in the video side of things. But before we get into that...
Before that happens, most important thing, the beer.
Beer,
What have you got
exactly
for
right.
us?
Well, I've got an Aussie special with a bit of Aussie theme with the decorations today as well, and the topic, Timothy Slamathy. So this is Moondog Craft Brewing's chocolate biscuit milk stout. For those that are not Australian, might probably are wondering why it's Timothy. So Tim Tam's very famous biscuit in Australia. I'm not sure they're actually available overseas. Very good biscuits.
I think you can only get them in Australia. Whenever people go overseas, they get people to send them Tim Tams.
So very good. So yeah, Moondog Brewery, we'll crack them open. So I was saying to Beth before we started today's episode that one of my son Riley, or youngest son Riley's friends' dads, good mates with the owners of this brewery, and their first sort of public batch of brewing was for his wedding. So before that, they were just home brewers.
So this is a milk stout. It's 6.5%.
Yes, over the magic marker.
Over the magic marker. Cheers,
it
my
contains
friend.
lactose. I'm lactose intolerant, so it could be fun later this afternoon. I remember after I had a drink of this, I was looking at it. Oh, lactose. Whoopsie.
Oh my god, very chocolatey.
Yeah, I was going to say very chocolatey. You can taste the Tim Tam in it.
Definitely taste the Tim Tam. It's a bit chocolatey for me, but it's not unpleasant.
No.
A bit different. So
yeah,
good Aussie
definitely.
beer.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I thought we'd go for something a little bit unusual rather than just the norm for the beers for a change.
Excellent.
Yeah, some of the craft beer stouts can be a bit weird and wonderful.
Yeah.
Some of them are really good. Some of them are a bit weird. It's almost on the weird stakes. So. The topic of if Australia hosted the World Cup. So the World Cup's obviously fresh in our minds from FIFA side of things, but also, hence your shirt, the 2026 Paris FISTF World Cup's kicking off soon.
Yeah, so look, I think we thought let's go a bit blue sky thinking. Mm-hmm. What if Australia were to host the FISTF World Cup?
And why not, is what we're asking today a bit. So, so to help us with a bit of selling the story, we were thinking first about when we could do it. So the next one's obviously locked in to Barcelona in 2028. So 2030 is certainly a blue sky one that's not too far away. You sort of go, oh yeah, we can do it. We just forget about it. The other option we were talking about before was what the timing of the Brisbane Olympics.
Yeah, so we've got the 2030 is a possibility, but then we've even got 2032. And as Adrian said, there's this lovely idea, and some of the Brisbane boys have talked about it, of linking it with an Olympics.
Yep, that's right. So
and
there'll be lots of venue upgrades, and sometimes after those events, they're like white elephants and don't get used. So you might get lucky in a facility that comes at a reasonable price, maybe, depending on what facilities get built and underutilised.
So Adrian, in Melbourne though,
let's
say we looked at
live in Melbourne, so it's probably easier us to dream about what facilities we're used to or aware of. So one of the big ones here is the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre, known as Jeff's Shed, because of Jeff Kennett, the Premier at the time, built it. So it's right in the heart of the CBD in Melbourne, right on the river, good for public transport, lots of accommodation nearby. And a cool thing, if we could make it happen as well, is a lot of you have perhaps seen on Netflix, I think it was 2019, a documentary on speed cubers, so Rubik's Cube solvers. That was filmed for the World Championships at the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre. Went viral, a lot of demand for Rubik's Cubes for years after that. So if something like that could happen, would be amazing for not just the game here, but globally.
So if with the Rubik's Cube idea, how many they needed, how many tables they needed, the thing that I think of is how many Subbuteo tables would we actually need?
Yes, so well, thanks to Eric's great video, Eric Nazali from the organising committee for this World Cup. They're planning on 48 to 52 tables, he said in one of his little promo videos.
Yep.
So it was good for me to sort of see that and then sort of break that down. It's just to go, wow, that's a lot. But it's, 4, maybe 6 years away. But also if you break it down further to more feasible chunks, we've got about 10 active clubs. There's other clubs as well, but 10 pretty active ones in Australia. So it's only 5 tables per club over that period of time, right? You want new ones, so to target to have 5 per club by that. Some clubs are bigger than others, but they could probably do more than some of the smaller clubs, so it's feasible. And then have them to use afterwards as well, right?
And I guess, Adrian, it just shows that it's not impossible, and we've got to dream big.
Yep.
And what comes to mind is it means that the person who makes a lot of our tables, Kevin
Grant, yes, you're very busy, mate.
He's going to be very busy.
You're retiring soon, Kevin. So I think it actually, when I break down those numbers for him, if he actually builds the timber from all, it's 1 a month for the next 4 years.
There you go, mate.
So we need a few more carpenters into our little network to help out in that space. But in terms of actually physically acquiring pitches and where they go afterwards, it's not like suddenly we have 50 pitches that all end up in Melbourne and just go to dust. You'd actually get them to the country. There'd be some logistical challenges of getting to Perth, but we could work through some of that as well, right?
It's an exciting idea, right?
How we could do it.
Yeah, it's an exciting idea.
Yeah, and it's not crazy, stupid. When we break down the numbers, it's not a stupid idea that we could do it.
Yeah.
In terms of getting here and why here for the people not from our region, it's challenging. It's not, you can't just drive to the World Cup if it was in Australia. We wish we could ever drive to one. International travel. But what we sort of thought about, there'll be 2 things we could need to sell. One is tourism. So come here for a holiday, and we'll show some great photos online. Sydney Harbour, Great Barrier Reef, Uluru, amazing beaches everywhere. You could hop down to New Zealand, just 4 hours flight away, that's all. But you could get that on the way home. I think it might be the Americans might be that go some of the around the world tickets go via Auckland. There's quite a number of Auckland international flights as well, so you could hook on New Zealand trip on the end as well.
And I think, Adrian, other international players have come down here over the years and have really enjoyed it. So it's not like people have never done it.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. We've had a few big names come here before and have loved it and have come back more than once.
Yeah. And I suppose another thing, Adrian, is we're very fortunate to have some of the best streaming of Subbuteo.
Yeah, so Louis Dietrich in particular, along with Steve, fantastic at it. You've probably seen a lot of that online. They're really, in our view, have led the charge on that globally, not just locally, in terms of the quality of the streaming of Subbuteo games.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, but the other things we sort of thought we could tag on as well, like why not have the first ever major out of Europe in just before or just after the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
To draw more people in for bigger events.
I think it's a great
idea. There's talk of a major outside of Europe. Why not?
Why not?
Line it up, as well as other FISTF events, GPs and IOs in Australia, Singapore, New Zealand as well in the region. So for your connecting flights, you could have see some other countries, play some Subbuteo as well, and have a great holiday seeing some of the region that you perhaps never thought you'd get off your bucket list.
The other thing I was thinking, actually, just as we were talking, it's not scripted. If you think about the lesser World Cup, the FIFA World Cup, they have joint countries.
Correct. Yes.
So it's not impossible to think we could be Australia and New Zealand. Just ideas. We've got
teams in one nation and the individuals in the other or something.
Something like that.
They are very big now. They're almost 2 days to do a individual event now.
So anyway, exciting idea.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think we're just about dehydration break time.
Are we still going with dehydration breaks?
Oh, we're going to cut them out now, aren't we? We should. The World Cup's over.
World Cup's over. The last thing we want to do is get rid of dehydration breaks.
I'm on it. I'm on board. Thank you. So that's sort of, cool. I think, when you break it down, we could do it, right? So interest in your thoughts online, put them in the comments around where you think we'd do it. If you're overseas, would you come? We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know. Let us know if you think we're absolutely balmy.
Well, we are.
Which we are. let us know what you think.
Yep.
But I guess with that, Adrian, we're talking about the main World Cup, the FISTF World Cup. But what about little old FIFA?
Yeah, it's little old FIFA. Lots of controversy in recent days around what they want to do next. But yeah, we had a bit of a laugh at some of the things America introduced. We just had one there about dehydration breaks, well, commercial breaks really during the games of the FIFA World Cup. The dodgy Super Bowl show, halftime, presidential interventions, some commentary terms as well. I hate it actually. Did you like some of it?
The end line.
Outside backs. Did you see
Oh,
that? Outside midfielders. They're not wingers anymore. They're outside midfielders.
Yeah.
The back press, the go-ahead goal, and recycling.
Oh,
I thought I was putting your cardboard in the bin, but so there's lots of those. But in Australia, we've got to have a bit of a laugh at ourselves. Or we just laugh at the Americans. It's the iconic stupid things we could do, Beth, as we had the FIFA World Cup.
I think for those overseas who probably don't know some of these, but we would introduce some cracking things. One of them would be that we would probably have a sausage sizzle break rather than a
sausage sizzle, Bunnings sponsored sausage sizzle break.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Google it.
Sausage and bread.
Yep.
Onions have got to be on the bottom so people don't slip.
Absolutely. Oh. What else?
I think you were saying before about running through the banner, before the teams have run through a banner, break through the paper mache sort of stuff or not paper mache, whatever, paper towel.
Paper towel?
I don't know what it's made out of, something soft that it breaks.
It's something soft that
the hard stuff that people bounce off sometimes in the videos on YouTube. The final, it has to be renamed the grand final.
It'll be the grand
final. Pre-game entertainment would be shocking, wouldn't it?
Oh,
the band
cool.
in the AFL at least. 80s rock bands they always play, don't they?
Absolutely.
You haven't heard of them for a long time.
That's
roll them out.
Look, there are some good things though. We'd have a public holiday the day before. So the day before the final.
Only in the city where the final was though. Every other capital city of Australia would pick a random date, scattered throughout the whole year for no apparent reason. That's how we roll.
And another excellent thing we'd do is we'd chuck Messi or whoever it is.
Oh yeah.
On the back of a ute.
Back of a ute. Before the final, people are thinking, what are we talking about? So before the final of Australian rules, I don't know if they do it for rugby league as well, they do a parade through the city of Melbourne with utes, plastic seats in the back of a ute with the players on it, believe it or not. Would love to see Messi go.
I would love that. Hey,
the iconic.
We'll chuck up a couple of photos of the AFL.
Yeah.
Just so you know what we're talking about.
It does look amateur hour still. I can't believe they haven't evolved from that one. And I think you might have brought this one up as well. Would have been Judy come up with this one, was it? After the game.
Yes.
Every team has to stand in a nice circle. And sing a stupid song.
They have to sing a song.
Sing a song celebrating their win. On camera.
On camera.
Got to be done.
I'm a little bit worried now, Adrian, that we're not really selling having the FIFA World Cup in Australia.
Well, we're not going to get we're not going to get the FIFA World Cup here, are we? We're not good enough at bribing.
We're not good
apparent when we tried to get the Qatar World Cup. We got one vote.
That's true. One vote.
It wasn't even our region, was it? I can't remember who voted for us. Got to bribe our own region.
So I think the conclusion of this is that we absolutely can do the FISTF World Cup.
Yes.
And there are a lot of positives.
Yeah.
The FIFA World Cup, maybe not.
Yeah, we might make a bit of a joke out of it if we did it.
All right, well, we're not coming near the end, my friend.
We are, but we want to put a bit of a plug in for our Kiwis. There's a bit of an Australian focus, but we do have a Kiwi jersey over there as well. So November 14 it is. New Zealand International Open is on again. This time in Ottawa, beautiful spot, about an hour's drive north of Auckland. Auckland's a great city, very big city these days.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's only just smaller than Sydney and Melbourne, are bigger than all our other capital cities.
City.
Very big city, great place. Lots of flights in and out from all over the world to Auckland to get there, and lots of things to do in Auckland itself. Or when I've been there a lot for work over the years and take on some holidays, and you can even just drive down to Rotorua with all the volcanic activity and crazy bungee jumping and all sorts of stuff. So it's not too far a drive away, so it's a great spot.
Are we getting a commission on the New Zealand?
We should do. We get free flights, aren't we? From name an airline who sponsor us. And
you would have seen in our previous episode that we threw up some details on on the New Zealand IO. So yeah,
I'll put up some more in the comments as well. We want to focus on that. And probably some of the other FISTF events coming up in the region too, and some of the future episodes. We've got that one, the Melbourne IO's just next week, as we record this, but there's the Brisbane one.
And the Perth.
Well, that's double header later in the year, isn't it? Brisbane satellite and IO, the Perth satellite.
Yeah.
There's a lot of action in the region coming up this year.
Look
Bang!
And
right on time.
Right
look
on
at that.
time. All right, fantastic. Well, listen, look,
smashed it.
There's a couple of things to finish off. As you know, we always like to do a bit of a toast.
Toast, yes.
And the toast that I was thinking about, Adrian, this time was, you might have heard that Paul Wade, who played for Australia, he also played for South Melbourne, Hellas, really lovely guy. He talked recently about being probable diagnosis of CTE, which is, you know, the neurological condition that is being discovered most recently from repetitively heading the ball.
Yeah.
So look, I thought we'd give a bit of a toast to Paul, to Wadey.
Yes,
Paul.
Yes, he was. I think he held the record for a long time for the most games as captain of Australia. I think Matty Ryan overtook him in the past year. So for those outside of Australia, he's captain of Australia for a long time, and probably one of his most famous games was man-marking Maradona.
Yes.
When we lost to them in the playoffs, the '94 World Cup, I think it was. The head-to-head playoff. And then Maradona, of course, got done as a drug cheat in the final, so we probably should have been there instead of them.
And actually, I had the pleasure of being coached by Paul Wade for a little while.
Oh, really?
Because I played for South Melbourne for a while.
There you go.
So he's a good guy.
Yeah. Cool.
So listen, that's full time.
It's full time.
That's full time on this brew. So whether you're nursing a heavy stout or a fruity hazy, remember, in Subbuteo and in the pub, the best times are the ones that you share with a mate. So keep your players upright, your glass is full, and we'll see you at the next flick off. Cheers, guys. Cheers, mate. Actually, it's growing on me.
Yeah, it is one of those ones. First mouthful you go, but
I'm not sure, but it's growing on me.
Yeah, some can be too strong a flavour, but that one, because it's subtle, helps, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I can just click it in.
Yeah. All right, well done, mate.
Cool.
Or
we just
do okay.
Okay. It's ages since we've done it.
I know, well it has been.
Has it? Oh yeah. I'm thinking, my brain's not there.
Okay.
Rightio. Let's mix it up a little bit.
Control. One trick and then straight through on an open goal. 'Cause you're a keen tactician with a strategy. You're a life's ambition.